everybody, to another show of See the Vision. My name's Nicole Elise, aka Elise You Know, and this week we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day gift ideas, as well as the Oklahoma City Council 2017 election. Plus, I'm going to be giving away some free stuff. So make sure you sit tight and like, share, comment, and subscribe, because we want everyone to be informed and entertained while we're doing the show. But before we get started, we're going to have a short commercial break. Be right back.
Web copycat is one of the easiest ways to make money online. You can start your own online business where someone else is doing all the selling for you. The best part is you can try this product for just $1 today. So get started with Web Copycat by visiting the link below. Oklahoma Commercial Roofing is more than a roofing company. They are commercial property experts with over 25 years of experience in commercial real estate. They pride themselves in putting their customers first. Every job comes with an annual maintenance plan and warranty for absolutely no additional cost. Don't wait for your roof to collapse or get a leak. Be proactive and call Oklahoma Commercial Roofing today at 405-246-8160.
All right, so welcome back to the show. We're going to be talking about some Valentine's Day gift ideas. Okay, so let me just put this disclaimer out there right now. My gifts are not romantic. They are practical and they are funny. So do not expect me to give you like the most suave and like sweet and like, oh, I'm going to melt in your arms forever gift ideas. That's not me. I am more about what can be used and isn't funny. And so the first gift is for my ladies, and it is a 12 scented blue rose flower petal bath soap gift with a I love you teddy bear that is attached. And I thought that this would be a great gift for ladies or men, depending on, if you like baths. This is perfect. You can just throw one in the tub and get the candles lit and just show that person that you love the most how much you love them by giving them some stuff to take an awesome bubble bath with. So this is super affordable. It's $10.95. I'm going to drop the link in the description for you below so you can get your shop on, because you want your gift to be here before Valentine's Day. That'd be real awkward to be like, I got you something, but it's not here yet. So that is my pick for the ladies. And up next, we've got funny I love the crap out of you toilet paper. It's a gag gift, but I would give this like sincerely because I think it's, like I said, it's practical, it's funny, it's cute, and I think most men, since most guys don't even care about Valentine's Day, this would be a great gift to give them. Plus, the little I love the crap out of you thing is just really funny. But the downside to this gift is that it's only on the first sheet. So if you want to remember this gift, you have to take the first sheet off and maybe like frame it or something, and then let them have the rest of the toilet paper to handle their business. But this is also super affordable. It's $8.99 and it's a great gift, so make sure you order it today. We'll also drop that link in the description and comments below too. But since we're on the topic of gifts, I'm not done giving yet. I have a $25 gift card to Water's Edge Winery in Oklahoma City. It's off Broadway Avenue in Midtown. It's beautiful, fantastic wine, food, entertainment. We actually did a review on them in our last season, so if you want more information about it, go check that episode out. But all you have to do to win this $25 gift card is first you got to be over 21, because there's alcohol involved here, and I can't feel good about myself giving this to like a 12-year-old. So any minors, you're out of the deal. But all you got to do to win is to like our video today, comment on our video here today, and share it today. And if you're the first person to do all three of those things, like, share, comment, you'll win the gift card. Simple. Easy, squeezy, lemon peasy. So on your mark, get set, go. All right? Now let's move on to our first segment of the day. Let's talk about what's current in OKC. So this week, the Oklahoma City Council, they are going to be having elections for wards 1, 3, 4, and 7. And the election day is on Valentine's Day. So you have two things you got to do. You got to get a Valentine's Day gift, and then you got to go vote if you live in wards 1, 3, 4, and 7, okay? And I know you probably are like, girl, I don't know what ward I live in, and that's okay. I got a solution for you to do to figure out just where you live. So it's www.services.okelections.us. And don't worry if you don't get that all down. It's going to be in all the links that we have today here if you go to our website, seethedivisionproduction.wordpress.com. But you can get this link, and all you got to do to figure out all your voter information is put your name in and your birthday, and it'll pop right up. Everything from your ward, your voting poll, where it's located, all of that is easy, squeezy, lemon peasy. So get out there and exercise your right to vote. And I know y'all hear me harp on this all the time, but these are the people that take care of the money that we give them from our sales tax, y'all. So it's important that these are the right people, because you want your tax dollars to go towards something that's going to benefit you and your community. You don't want people that are selfish and have no interest in actually helping and improving their ward. You don't want to put those people in office. You want to put people in office that are going to help serve you and your community. Plus, this is a way to exercise your vote. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, voting doesn't matter. This matters because you actually control this. It's not, there's no electoral college here that's going to obscure your decision. It's actually you, the people, who are actually voting for this person. So there's no excuse. Get out there and get your vote on. So remember, voting is on the 14th, Valentine's Day. Go check it out. And if you want to vote early, you can also do that by going to the Oklahoma County Election Board, which is located off 4201 North Lincoln Boulevard in Oklahoma City. So go get your vote on. No excuses. Moving on to national knowledge. What's going on in our country that you need to know about? This week we're going to be talking about the Dodd-Frank regulation. So I'm just going to be very honest here. I kind of remember some of this, but I didn't necessarily remember that they were called Dodd-Frank. But I remember hearing conversations about putting in regulations on banks and how they lend and spend and invest money. And so this was put into place by President Obama in 2010 after the 07-08 crisis that happened. Remember those bailouts, all that crazy stuff? Because people were doing stuff they had no business with, banking money and making loans to people that had no ability to pay it back, and then they were selling it. All kinds of crazy stuff. You don't believe me? Go read a book. There's tons and tons out there that explain why the crisis happened the way that it did. But Trump is wanting to undo some of those rules, and so a lot of people are in uproar about wanting to deregulatize the financial agencies. A lot of people think that's not a good deal. It's like a step backwards instead of a step forward. And so Trump has yet to reveal his plans, exactly how he's going to undo the Dodd-Frank regulations, but you know how he does it, big, and he does it loud. When he does it real big. So we'll see what he does and see how people respond to whatever changes come. But that's all I have for you today for national knowledge. If you want more information, you can check out the Wall Street Journal. That's the article there on the screen, and it'll give you more info. And the last thing that we have to talk about before we take a commercial break is So how does this work again? Last week we talked about the cabinet and some of the members in the cabinet, all 16 of them, and the head honcho is the vice president. So this week we're going to follow up with what does the vice president actually do? All right, let's get started. So the main duties of the vice president are to, one, be prepared to be the AKA the number one. The number one guy in charge. He's preparing to be the president. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but think about it. One man has so many responsibilities on his shoulders. And if he were to pass away or be assassinated or impeached or whatever's going on, there needs to be another person who can immediately fill that role, and the vice president is that person. So he, in just about every meeting the president's in, the vice president is in. Any conference, any bills, anything that's going to happen, the vice president has his hand in. He knows what's going on because it is crucial to his existence to know. And number two, he also helps with policy. So any new policies being created by the president, aka Trump at this point, Pence, or our VP, if you just want to keep it without names, he is a part of that as well. He gives his input. He definitely has an ear to the president. He is very influential in what is going on in our country. And number three, he's the president of the Senate. And until late, and literally like 3 days ago, when he had to break the tie of the Senate, he normally has nothing to do with the Senate. It's usually standalone. It's a symbolic position for him to just be president of the Senate. But this was one of the times where he actually had to step in and officially declare a person, be the tiebreaker. And it's the first time in history that it's ever had to be done on the Secretary of Education, which I think is that's interesting. That's a cool fact to know. And another cool fact is that it has only happened 254 other times in our history that a tie has had to have been broken. So for the most part, things get solved the way they're supposed to. All right, next slide. Let's talk about what are the requirements to be this head honcho. What does it take to be the number two man in the country? Well, you have to have the same thing that the president has. You have the same standards. So if you're 35 years and older, a U.S. citizen, and you've lived in the U.S. for at least the last 14 years, you can be number two. And the last thing we're going to talk about today is how are you actually nominated to become the vice president? Like, how does that work? Well, it's the president's pick. So whoever the presidential candidate is, it's his say to who he picks. Now, there's some strategy behind who he picks. Usually he picks someone that is going to be comparable to what he believes in, also has the ability to reach other demographics that he is not strong in. So ideally, you pick somebody who thinks similar to you but attracts different people than you. And then typically they also have some government experience. They either are a governor or a House of Representative or a senator. They have some government experience before they are elected to be the vice president, but not always, but typically. And so the last slide is just to show you who our new vice president is. If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock for like the past, 7 months, you might not know, but here he is, Vice President Mike Pence. He is the number two guy in charge. And so that's all I have for you today about what is, or what does he do again? What does the vice president do? That's all I have for you today on that. And we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Mark your calendar to join LaToya Johnson January 10th for her new show, LaToya's Testimony. LaToya uses her own life experiences to teach and spread God's love to others. You can catch LaToya's Testimony every Tuesday at 6:30 on Facebook Live. For more info, go to LaToya Johnson's Facebook page. Also, don't forget to like and share. See you Tuesday.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the dig it, dig it, a dish it, dig it, a dish it, dig it, dig it, a dish it. And this week on Dig It or Ditch It, we are featuring Kids at the Bar. Don't you just love their name? It's like, oh, you're being bad and cool at the same time. Kids at the Bar is a dynamic duo from Oklahoma City, and they are made up of producer and DJ Chad Ranborg, and Matt Buckley. They've been doing their thing since 2010, and I wanted to play you some of their electro house music mix, and it's going to be entitled Anatomy. Let's check it out. That was Anatomy by Kids at the Bar. They have been doing their thing. 2 thumbs up from me. And if you want to find out more about Kids at the Bar, you can go to their Facebook page, Kids at the Bar, or you can also check them out on YouTube as well at Kids at the Bar, and you'll find out all their dope music. Oh, and by the way, before I forget to mention, if you want to be on Dig It or Ditch It, make sure you hit me up at seethevisionproduction@gmail.com. Send me a bio and a couple of songs, because I want to hear what you're working with. I want to hear it, y'all. Okay? And before I forget another thing, don't forget to go to our website, seethevisionproduction.wordpress.com, for all the juicy details about today's show. Okay? Now moving on. It's time for my favorite part of the show, Hidden Gems. And this week on Hidden Gems, we are featuring the Harn Homestead. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, because I know I usually give you a restaurant, but this week I wanted to give you something more of an experience of like actually going and walking around and being interactive and talking to people, not just like you and whoever you bring. So this week I'm encouraging you to go to Harn Homestead. And this is a great part of Oklahoma history. It tells you about the land run and just all of the information that you would want to know about how Oklahoma became to be an actual state and not just a territory. It's beautiful. It's a great place for weddings and tours and school field trips. So I encourage you to go out to Harn Homestead and take a look around. It's super affordable. If you are a senior citizen, 64 and older, and have a military ID, it's only $4 to get in. And then for the rest of us who are not in those categories, it's only $5 to get in. It's awesome. It's beautiful. And I plan to go later on this year. So if I do, I'll take some pictures and I'll show them to you guys. I pinky promise. Pinky promise. But their hours are from Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And if you want to get there, their location is 3700 North Chartel Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 73118. And for more info, you can go to www.harnhomestead.com. All right? And so we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Mark your calendar to join Latoya Johnson January 10th for her new show, Latoya's Testimony. Latoya uses her own life experiences to teach and spread God's love to others. You can catch Latoya's Testimony every Tuesday at 6:30 on Facebook Live. For more info, go to Latoya Johnson's Facebook page. Also, don't forget to like and share. See you Tuesday.
Welcome back. It's time for In or out. Are you in this week or are you out? And if you're going to be in, chilling out, or getting ready for Valentine's Day, I got 3 things for you to do. And if you want to be out and about and hit the town, I also have 3 things for you to do. So let's talk about our ends. The first one is Valentine's Day, the movie. It is 2 hours and 24 minutes long. It's a comedy, romance movie. It's got a crap ton of stars. There's nothing like a star-studded cast when it's funny, right? Everybody from Bradley Cooper to Patrick Dempsey, Julia Roberts, you name it, they're probably in there. I think Taylor Swift even makes an appearance, so you know it's got to be cracking for her to say what's up. You can catch this on Amazon if you want to rent it for $3.99 or purchase it for $12.99. I'll drop the link in the bottom for you if you want to get your click on and go watch it. It's super funny and cute, and it just talks to you about the various story, like how love can happen and how it happens in all these different people's lives. So I recommend it. It's cute, it's fun, and it's just a different way to see love unfold. Up next is High Strung. Now this is like Save the Last Dance meets a violinist. if that's, I think that's the best way to describe it. It's got a ballet dancer who meets a hip-hop violinist, and they decide they want to enter this amazing competition together, and they can only win if their talents unite, and then they somehow manage to start liking each other too. So it's definitely one of those romantic drama movies where you probably can guess the ending, but it's still really cute, especially if you want to cuddle on the couch and hang out with your boo thing and, you know, eat some popcorn and be real sweet and lovey-dovey. This is for you. It's got pretty decent rating, 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb and a 6.6 on Rotten Tomatoes. And if you want to watch it, you can catch it on Netflix, or you can purchase it to rent for $4.99 or buy it for $9.99. And then my last in is for my kiddos because they're so cute and sweet. It's Llama, Llama, I Love You. This is like a Dr. Seuss rhyming book for little kids, and it's a mom and their toddler, and they're just telling each other how much they love each other and why they are thankful for each other on Valentine's Day. So I think it's a great message to send to your kids. You know, they're your little llamas and your mama llama, and you're just showering your kiddos with love and affection and helping them learn by reading and or having them read to you. Either way it goes, it's a great thing to do. You can purchase the book on your Kindle for $5.99, or you can get a hard copy for $2.90, or a board book for $4.47. For more info, we'll drop that link in the bottom for you so you can get your shop on. So you don't want to be late, okay? It's Valentine's Day. You don't want to be reading the Valentine's Day book on President's Day. That's weird. Get it before Valentine's Day, all right? Okay, now let's talk about my outs. My first out is the Valentine's Day Masquerade party, y'all. And guess what? It's free $99. Yes, and it's going to be at Club 115. All you have to do is sign up at myinnercircle.com to get in for free. And you don't just get in for free like the regular people. You get in for free, and you get to go upstairs to VIP and hang out and get your drink on all night with other people who are just as cool as you and signed up for free. So I encourage you to do so, because I'm going to be real with y'all. Club 115, that's $20 holla if you're trying to get in VIP. So you better take this free opportunity to go get your party on at Club 115. The event is on Sunday, the 10th, and it starts at 10 o'clock and ends at 1 a.m. Don't be that person that walks in the door at like 12 o'clock. For what? That's pointless. At least get there by 11. Anyways, enough of my rant. If you want more information, you can go to their Facebook page, Valentine Masquerade. My next out is so funny. It is the Cupid's Undie run. You're going to see grown people in their undies running around in the street. I can't wait to just drive by and laugh. But I think it's a great thing. I totally encourage you to go and tap into your inner Cupid and get your run on. It's going to be on Saturday at 12 o'clock, and it ends at 4 p.m., and it will be at Dollhouse. So if you know where Sheridan is, you know where Dollhouse is 9 times out of 10. But it's 210 East Sheridan, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and the event has been put on for the last few years to help raise money for children's tumors. So the Children's Tumor Foundation is why they are raising money there, and their goal is $4 million. Last year they did $3.5 million. So get your undie pants on and go run for a good reason. And the event is not, I mean, even if you don't run, like, come, participate, be a part, because it's a big, big party. And from what I hear, it's a blast. You do have to register, though, and tickets range anywhere from $35 to $55 depending on which race you would like to participate in. But for more info, you can go to their Facebook page and check it out. And then last but not least, we don't have a picture for this one, but I do have an invite, and it is a night out to remember. This is a speed dating event, right? Like, who needs a date? I have a boyfriend, so I won't participate in anything like this, but for the rest of you guys who are single and ready to mingle, this is the event for you. It is going to be held at the CEO Club, and it is going to be on Valentine's, no, it's at Shepherd Mall, excuse me, and it starts at 6 p.m. from 10 p.m. and it's going to be this Saturday, and it's singles. You're going to have wine tasting, a candlelit dinner. You're going to get the hookup, so I encourage you to come. I'll post all the information as soon as I have more, but go check it out. And if you want the address, just Google Shepherd Mall and it'll pop right up. So those are my 3 ins and my 3 outs. Hopefully you find a way to entertain yourself. No excuses. Do something fun. Share the love. And even if you're single, you can have your own Valentine's Day. It's called a me date. I used to do this all the time. I would just go hook it up, go sit down at a nice restaurant, get myself a glass of wine, and be just happy as the day is long. So go have yourself a me date if you don't have a Valentine's. Plus, it's overrated anyways. Anywho, we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Mark your calendar to join LaToya Johnson January 10th for her new show, LaToya's Testimony. LaToya uses her own life experiences to teach and spread God's love to others. You can catch LaToya's Testimony every Tuesday at 6:30 on Facebook Live. For more info, go to LaToya Johnson's Facebook page. Also, don't forget to like and share. See you Tuesday.
Let's talk about sports, baby. Let's talk about you and me. And this week in sports, we're going to be talking about the NCAA men. OSU's got 2 games this week, so let's see which days they are. All right, so on Saturday, they're going to be playing Texas. The game starts at 3 o'clock, and it's a home game. So if you want to go down to Stillwater and get your support on, I encourage you to do so. Their next game is away. It's going to be in Fort Worth. So if you like to travel, I suggest, get on in the car and get on down to Fort Worth, Texas, and support OSU. That game's going to start at 8 o'clock, and it will be televised on ESPNU for all the other people that are not able to get on down to Fort Worth. The Sooners have 2 games as well. They'll be playing Iowa State at 5 o'clock. It'll be on ESPN2. And on Tuesday, the 14th, it's a home game, and they'll be playing Texas at 5 p.m. again, and then it'll also be televised on ESPN2. For the ladies, OSU has 2 games this week. Their game will be against West Virginia at 5:30, and it's an away game this Saturday. And then on Wednesday, there'll be a home game, and it'll be against TCU, and that game starts at 6 o'clock. And then OU only has 1 game. That's crazy, right? They only have 1 game this week, and it's against Texas Tech, and it starts at 6:30, and I encourage you to go check it out. And then Thunder basketball, I completely forgot about this last week, y'all. Like, no excuses, but it happened. They have 4 games this week. The first one is a home game. It's against the Cavs at 7 o'clock, and if you want to watch it, it's on TNT. And on Saturday, we play Golden State. And that game starts at 7:30. Even though I'm booing them, they're probably still going to whoop our booty. But, I'm down for my team. And it'll be on ABC. On Monday, on the 13th, it's an away game against the Wizards at 7 o'clock. And that's also going to be on TNT. And then on Wednesday, we have another home game against the Knicks. And that game starts at 8:30. And it'll be televised on ESPN. So make sure you check it out. Support the boys. Support Thunder. And I got to say something about the Super Bowl. Yeah, they won. So what? They still are cheaters. Tom Brady is still weak to me, other than the fact that he's cute. He ain't what it is to me on the football field. I mean, I respect him or whatever, but I'm still all the way like, whatever. You are a cheater. and you will always be a cheater. But anyways, it's time to wrap things up. I'll have to rant to myself a little bit later, but thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Nicole Elise, aka Elise You Know. And don't forget to like, share, and comment if you want to get that $25 gift card. It's got your name on it if you do those three things. Also, don't forget to go to our website, seethevisionproduction.wordpress.com. Don't forget to check out all of our fun links and all of our extra info as well. Hit up those video blogs, those pages. You want to see that stuff. It's good information. Plus, if you want to be on Dig It or Ditch It or Hidden Gems, make sure you send me an email at seethevisionproduction@gmail.com. And before I exit, I just want to leave you with some words of wisdom. Wrap it up. You don't need any kids. Have a good, fun Valentine's Day, and I'll see you back here next week. And until next time, keep your eyes open so you can continue to see the vision. Good night, guys.